and
These were going out of space. That whole thing was a simulation. Those people didn't go. I don't even buy it. You want to talk about Hollywood conspiracies? There is a conspiracy there because they came back in that thing and the capsule wasn't even burnt up and the door didn't open from the right side, and they probably just went into one of those things where you lose gravity for a second and they had an image superimposed of space behind it.
Well,
But I don't think. And they were wearing like makeup and stuff and all their jewelry and stuff. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Right.
They
And
didn't.
I heard they get canceled because of it too. Because I never did like her, but Katy Perry in that thing was she looked like an AI. But yeah, there was a lot of criticism because they spent so much money supposedly too, and everybody's just
They don't even have any footage of the rocket they were on supposedly taking off. And the one video they subbed it for doesn't even look real. They don't even try to make it look good.
I mean, and they were going on women's rights or something like back when
like they were the first female astronauts. Oh, come on.
But seriously, though, I mean, you guys don't think it's something that it was literally shaped like a freaking penis, dude?
I didn't see
that. Yeah, there was that too, but...
I mean,
aren't all rockets kind of shaped like penises, though?
The first all-women supposed crew that goes into outer space flies out of the freaking orbit of Earth in a spaceship the shape of a freaking penis, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird. I never thought about that. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's not very feministic. It's not very.
Yeah, it's
gonna go over well with the feminists.
Well, I mean, it's weird shit like that. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what goes on these days, and people just go freaking nuts over it. You know what I mean? It's like,
people were upset about that one though. That didn't go over like they thought it was going to.
No, it was.
Yeah.
That went over about as well as Beyonce being country.
Yeah, her too. Happened to cancel and give money back on tickets and everything else.
What country stars or what did the country fans do? Did they like throw stuff at her and everything?
Well, a lot of
nobody.
But the problem is, I think they were thinking she was going to play some of her pop music, and they weren't pleased with her. Even though when she played the country stuff, they said she just is not put on the performance she usually does, and the tickets were too expensive. So a lot of them are wanting their money back. It's a lot of her fans, amazingly,
I don't think anybody who's really a country fan is going to go see Beyonce in concert, especially to sing country. Because she just isn't. The whole thing was a fuck you to people who actually do like country music. But nothing more, nothing less.
She's just kind of going through the motions. Like usually her show's good, but she's not really putting much effort into it either. I don't know. I've never seen her in concert, but yeah. Well, her whole thing being associated with Jay-Z has pretty much tarnished her image, and it's tarnished his too. I don't think they're going to be able to come back from it very well, even if they don't get implicated in something.
Well, I mean, with P. Diddy, I also want to point something out. I had to clear up something that I'd said previously, or I've said quite a few times, and I think I should probably say it here too, but I found out that the baby oil was not actually bought from Costco's.
What? Where is it bought from?
I for some reason thought that there was a receipt, a physical receipt that was given to him.
They did say that. Didn't they say that?
That's what I was.
They did say that.
That's what I was under the impression of. But then I found out that the rumors actually started because his lawyer heard or was asked about the baby oil, and he goes, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He's like, who the heck would buy $1,000 of baby oil? And besides, Costco's is just down the street, and that's apparently where it all started.
Okay.
So
what else?
But
Uh,
and then I thought about it. I was like, I mean, where I saw that was actually off of a video. And I mean, if somebody wanted to, I mean, if you take a look at it, most AIs do that stuff where you say receipt and it shows an AI footage of a
yeah,
receipt being handed off. So I don't know. I have to look at that video again to see if it was actually him, like a receipt laying down somewhere and what it says on there.
yeah,
But that's
Well,
why.
there's so much going on with that. There's so much going on with that whole Diddy thing that we haven't even heard yet, because a lot of stuff's held back and as the trial unfolds too. So,
Yeah.
it's really hard for the general public to know what the truth is and isn't right now, especially.
yeah. There's some people reporting on it, what's going on, but it's just turned into a big circus. But yeah, um,
Well, I did find out that there was not only baby oil, but there was something like Astroglide that was involved.
Through blood.
So apparently he had like crap loads of freaking baby oil stored up and Astroglide. And at first I thought might have been like for slip and slide kind of things where you put it on there.
oh, and that was there was this one
We
guy,
all know what it was for.
huh?
We all know what it was for.
Well, I mean,
Well, there was
I'm just saying, I really didn't understand what Astroglide was actually used for in. Unrelated P Diddy freaking
Oh.
you know what I mean? I have not
oh
that's the first time I even heard of Astroglide. Like,
well
what's he got these girls doing, man? You know what I mean? Like,
well not just he was doing other stuff too, and there was this guy, and there's the lawsuit's still out there. I saw it on YouTube. He's saying that he ended up at a party. I don't know who he is, but he said he ended up at this party and that he did something wrong and that Diddy was humiliating him, and he was taken underneath the mansion into this room, and they put weird stuff on his head and they were doing weird things. But he said Beyonce and Jay-Z was there, and um what's that woman that used to do the Miami Sound Machine? Emilio Estevez, his wife.
Um,
She was there, but she wasn't
Gloria Estefan.
Gloria. Yeah, he said she saw him and he was drugged. And he said that she said to her husband, somebody needs to do something about him. What is going on? And he said, don't worry about it. And so they took him into this room and they supposedly humiliated him and raped him. And I guess it was supposed to be Jay-Z and Diddy, but he said Beyonce had something to do with it too. And then Emilio Estevez and his wife, I guess they knew something, but they went on weren't participants. I guess they thought that Diddy was taking care of things with him because they knew that he was out of it. So everybody was laughing about it, and they were laughing at him. This has been a few months ago. Everybody was laughing. They said he's just nuts. This guy's obviously delusional, even though Diddy's crazy. Well, now in the trial, it's coming up. It's come up quite a few times. Usher even said it, that in this mansion, there's 3 different types, 3 rooms down there underneath the mansion that are like, I don't know if they're like torture chambers or sexual rooms, but Usher said he didn't see much of them because he didn't participate, but he said Diddy showed the rooms to him, said you're not ready for this or something. And then also Cassie said something about it. So now they're thinking, well, maybe this guy's not so crazy anyway, after all. Because
that was Candace Owens, I think, did a video about that, didn't she? Because you sent me a video. that guy was charged with killing somebody back in like 2017, and he was talking about it at his trial back then, and everybody thought he was nuts, and now it's coming out that it actually he was talking about what did happen.
It might.
I can't remember what his name was.
But another thing.
It's really weird. People I think they're starting to believe him, and I think that lawsuit's still out there, but there's so much going on, you know.
Well, you said Emilio Estevez. You know what that also kind of runs into too, don't you?
No.
It goes into those claims that Corey Haim made about Charlie Sheen taking and molesting him when he was freaking he ended up committing suicide, or a lot of people say that it wasn't suicide, his family and everything, but
oh yeah, Corey, another one. What was the else? They said he
was a child actor, wasn't he?
Yep. It was Charlie Sheen. He accused of freaking doing all that stuff to him, and he didn't have a good relationship with his parents when he was alive, and then when he ended up passing away, they started saying, "Oh no, he didn't commit suicide, and he wasn't molested or anything like that." You know what I mean? And Corey Feldman screamed from the top of his lungs, "No, this is what happened." And to this day, people still refuse to listen to him. They don't want to hear that Charlie Sheen molested Corey Feldman. Or Corey Haim.
Yeah, and
Corey Haim.
Well, Charlie Sheen
went
in too. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that's another one that went off the deep end for a while, but actually did.
Yeah, what happened? What exactly happened to him? What's going on with him these days? He dropped off the face of the earth, and you never hear from him anymore.
Who, Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, I know he had HIV last I heard, but that's the last I heard, and now I don't hear nothing about him anymore.
Well, if you remember correctly, though, he had HIV, and then he started freaking doing shit where he was having sex with women while he had HIV, and they put him on house arrest because of it, and that and drugs.
But but now he's
like he's charged with isn't it, if you have HIV and you're knowingly giving it to people through sex like that, that's like bioterrorism or something, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's against the law, but I don't think he was really ever charged with anything. I think he's just of course he had to retire from the show because he botched that all up, but I guess he's just, you know, calmed down by now. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man,
but there was that thing about him having HIV and giving it to women. That leads me to another interesting topic that was on my list about there was the Grim Reaper, and she was a mystery woman in Hollywood who was spreading HIV to male celebrities by sleeping around with them. She supposed that was another Arthur Fleck video, and he said he knew who it was, and he knew all the celebrities she had given it to, but he didn't say who she was, obviously. But was it? I wonder if it's somebody that got it. She said she got it when she was 17.